The car manufacturer Ford are asking the government to bring in incentives to get more people to buy electric cars as part of an industry-wide pushback on the strict sales targets. My name is Jack Revis and welcome to this week's episode of Tax Tidbits, where Ford has said the current rules which require companies to sell a certain percentage of electric vehicles or pay big fines won't work without higher customer demand. As Ford and many other car makers have already invested in EV production, they are understandably worried that it won't pay off without support. These rules are tied to the phase out of petrol and diesel cars by 2030 as part of the government's net zero plans. While electric vehicle sales are growing, many sales are as a result of heavy discounts from dealers, which is unsustainable. The industry is asking for changes to protect jobs and investments while complying with net zero targets. Applications for pension credit, which now provides low-income pensioners access to winter fuel payments, have surged by 145% since the government announced cuts to fuel payments in July. Out of 150,000 applications submitted since July, only 42,500 applicants have been approved. Many have been rejected due to complex eligibility criteria and a lengthy application process, which has left vulnerable pensioners at risk during the cold months. If you think you are eligible, make sure to apply before December 21st to claim backdated payments, including the winter fuel allowance. We have a whole video dedicated to the pension credit application, so make sure to check it out here. Typhoo Tea, a 120-year-old brand, went into administration in November after struggling with falling sales and rising debts. Its pre-tax losses rose to £38 million. However, it has now been saved by vape maker Supreme in a £10 million deal. Supreme bought the company as it saw a mix of business potential and personal connection to the iconic brand. It sounds like the board members of Supreme prefer a cup of Typhoo tea. They plan to bring Typhoo back by focusing on their loyal customers and by tying its health benefits into their supplement products. Drivers are paying more for fuel than necessary due to retailers' profit margins staying stubbornly high, according to the Competition and Markets Authority. Even though prices have dropped since July, margins at supermarkets and other retailers are higher than normal, rising from 7% in April to 8.1% in August, which the CMA blames on weak competition. The government is introducing a fuel finder scheme next year, which will allow drivers to compare real-time fuel prices, which should drive greater competition and help make prices more transparent. The software group Iris is set to buy Dext, an accounting platform used to help businesses manage receipts, for £525 million. This deal will bring Dext tools like automated data extraction into Iris's cloud-based services. Iris is a major player in accounting software and payroll and HR software and has been expanding its cloud services. This merger will help Iris innovate and provide more solutions for their customers. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Tax Tidbits. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our other updates. See you next week.